Would you rather be lost in the woods and run into a man or a bear? Yes. Alabama. Who wouldn't want to watch a sport where millionaires boss around unpaid athletes for 3.5 hours while the ball is only in play for 10 minutes? American Samoa. It must feel real nice knowing the most famous movie about your culture features an American millionaire singing "You're Welcome." Arizona. America's Dutch oven. Arkansas. How could you be so proud of a store that you hate shopping at? California. You know who really has it hardest? White men. Colorado. Lauren Boebert refuses to be bought by special interests, except $20 for hand, $40 for top, no kissing. Connecticut, the soccer mom state. Florida. If you can tell me what critical race theory actually is, I'll give you $100. Georgia. If you believe that the universe seeks balance, look no further than Georgia. We hit the birth of the modern KKK, and then Martin Luther King Jr., and then... Marjorie Taylor Greene. Guam. They played F, Marry, Kill with Spain, the US, and Japan, and... it didn't end very well. Hawaii. Forget oil. Imagine if a rock had pineapple. Idaho. What Ireland looked like after the potato famine. Illinois. It's weird how many country singers come from rural Illinois. Indiana. There are a whole lot of skid marks between Illinois and Ohio. And I'm not talking about racing. Iowa. How did you let Nebraska steal Cornhusker State from you? You literally have one job. Kansas. They watch the sunflowers watching the sun all day and think, yeah, that's our state. Kentucky, your state outline kind of looks like a horse head, you know, after it gets sent to the glue factory. Louisiana. Vous avez le but de crocodile du pays, mais vous êtes reconnaissant pour les pélicans. Maine. That wasn't your wife last night. That was a moose. Maryland, their personalities are pretty crabby too. Massachusetts, yeah, Pilgrim State sounds a lot better than religious fundamentalist fanatic outcast state. Michigan, you can talk all you want about Ohio, but I didn't see them try to kidnap their own governor. Minnesota, that accent is fake and you know it. Mississippi, the hot, sweaty, shrimp-smelling old guy in the sauna that's making Alabama and Louisiana really uncomfortable. Missouri, if you can't hurry up and decide whether you're Midwest or South, we're gonna kick you out and make you go sit with West Virginia. Montana, big sky country is code for there's nothing else to look at country. Nebraska, stop acting like naming your capital Lincoln is deflecting suspicion. Nevada, true story, I just visited Las Vegas and the next morning I got puked on outside of Area 23. I cannot think of a more Nevada experience. New Hampshire, it's called the Granite State because the rest of New England would rather bash their head in with a rock than live here. New Jersey, Wawa is overrated. New Mexico, white people love Taos. Taking all our shit. New York, you can't say you oppose genocide if you shout from the river to the sea. North Carolina, Atlanta versus Charlotte and Coke versus Pepsi is a perfect analogy for this state. North Dakota, imagine striking oil and thinking you can build a place like Dubai, but you're in North Dakota. Northern Mariana Islands, we won't vote Democrat if you admit us, we promise, just please let us in. Ohio, permanently waiting to get spanked by the Mitten State. Oklahoma, still trying to pretend like it's not just famous for the Trail of Tears. Oregon, you trying to get Oregon off these caps, bro? Pennsylvania, Philadelphia's dream and icon is a man who gets paid to punch people. Puerto Rico, Isla del Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno, podría ser su himno nacional si no permitaron a Colombia robar encanto. Rhode Island, South Carolina's sidekick. You know exactly what I'm talking about. South Carolina. One of the Carolinas can figure out how to pave a road. South Dakota. Most Voting Rights Act violations of any state. Tennessee. Tacovas. Side effects include a desperate need to prove your own masculinity. Texas. The US won your independence for you, then kicked your ass, and you still won't stop talking. US Virgin Islands. They got abandoned by the Danish because just try for a second to imagine a Caribbean Viking. Utah. Don't tell me about the masculinity crisis if after your 9 to 5 you get off work, you go to the bar, and you order an orange Fanta. Vermont. Calling your towns villages doesn't make you sound charming. It makes me worried that I'm gonna get eaten by a werewolf. Virginia. If Vermont, DC, and Alabama all had a child, that disappointed them all by going to art school. Washington, DC. We are coming for Chicago's gun violence record. Washington, your name's already taken. West Virginia, that Confederate flag in your front yard just tells everyone that you never passed third grade history. Wisconsin, y'all look like minions full of bullet holes. Stop it. Wyoming, I'll break your back,